All right. The hat is on. So it is. My daughter had this little minion guy with 2 bananas that she was playing with, and she left on my desk. Make sure this doesn't make any noise. Okay, good deal. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I haven't actually changed it yet. Changed my layout. So let me save that. Okay. That should be good now. I think this will work better. Especially when I turn these into shorts, because it's like, I am here. It'll be interesting. We'll see. Kind of tricky. Okay. All right. Well, for a moment. Let me see. Tonight, we are going to be editing. Got some more of that. There's always more editing to do. Always more editing to do. But I figured I can't remember. Where did I leave off on these sci-fi memes? Where did I leave off? I have to know. Did that one. Did that one. Okay, I think we'll start there. Let me put that in its own window. What is that doing open? Gosh, some of these are tiny. Okay. Let's add. Oh, great. Hey.
Do you turn off the sprinklers?
Okay. Sorry, false alarm. A graphic description of how Frodo accomplished the goal. Yeah, I've seen this one before. I don't know if did we do this one last time. It feels like we did. Feels like we maybe finished with this one. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's not. Sam is really front and center there, and he deserves a lot of the credit. Sam deserves a lot of the credit. Let's not kid ourselves. Frodo, Frodo's the man, but Sam, Sam is the unsung hero there of Lord of the Rings. Ah. But Captain, one does not simply warp into Mordor. No, you do not. Although you could. The warp or the transporter would have made Lord of the Rings, that whole thing, just so easy. The one thing, though, I have to say about Star Trek transporters, the whole teleportation technology, it like rearranges your atoms, man. I don't know. I don't trust that. I don't trust anything that rearranges my atoms, like disassembles them and transfers them to another location and reassembles them on site. Yeah, it's not something I'm game for. I'll just leave that there. I'll just leave that there. No comment. No comment. So you're saying that Star Wars is about an angsty teen that brought about the near extinction of sword wizards because he was upset about not getting a promotion. It is an oversimplification. It definitely is an oversimplification. I'd have to say it's a little more complex than that. It's not just because he didn't get the promotion, like the Jedi Council. I think it was more than that. That was that might have pushed him over the edge, but it really, like, the reason, if we're gonna steel man George Lucas's plot, right? It was basically that he didn't want his wife to die, and he was willing to turn to the dark side and, betray. Really, the near extinction of all the sword wizards was not brought on by Anakin. It wasn't Anakin. It was Palpatine. Palpatine is the one who brought about the near extinction of all Jedi. He's the one who deserves the blame for the whole thing. Really. Anakin was manipulated. Anakin, of course, deserves the blame for everything he did wrong. But if we're going to be honest here, right, he's not the one who did it, right? Because it was Palpatine who orchestrated the whole thing behind the scenes, who is responsible for Order 66 and everything that actually killed the Jedi. Like, he's the one. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Ain't that the truth, though? I know you're not feeling well, but you still need to come in today. I work from home, and so there are some days where I literally just work if I'm sick, because it would be more work to not come into work for a day sometimes. What in the? Why is this one so small? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. How aliens see Earth in movies. Yeah, America. You guys know, right, that America is the only country. Hey, here's the thing. All countries, their movies are just about them and themselves. And so they are the main character in all their movies. It's not an American thing. Like the movies that they make in India. India is the center of the universe, right? Everything happens in India. Movies that they make in China, and granted, movies that they make in China and other totalitarian countries. That's another. There's other factors at play, for sure. But it's not just an American thing. Like, come on. Sure, I understand the meme, but this really is just showing that the person who made this meme does not have the level of self-awareness where they realize that they're an American who only watches American-made movies, which is why they think that all movies are like this. Because if they weren't an American, they would know. Hey, other countries, yeah, they do the same thing. I'm calling from my new Android smartphone. Yes. It even includes unlimited data. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. This is a very strong argument here. Now, I only know who 3 of these women are. I do not know Siwan, Katie, and me. I don't know who those are, but these 3 I know. Now, Emily Blunt, I don't think her hair is still that color anymore, right? But Katy Perry and Zoe, those are yeah, dead ringers. And Cylons, yes. The best argument for Cylons that there is, in my opinion, they are among us. It must be true. Can you imagine? No matter what you do, if you are a very important individual, a scientist, who is definitely a narcissistic personality type of individual, and you're in charge of security for the entire planet or country or something like that, or you know the ins and outs of security systems, particularly like nuclear launch codes, and you have access to that sort of thing. Yeah, don't associate with any woman who looks like this, because you're it's not worth it. It does. Is it sad that it's kind of true? Is it really? I don't know. I have plenty of people who don't like me. It's true. And at a certain point, yeah, it becomes like this. You get to the point where whatever, you don't, you know, it doesn't faze me anymore. If you laughed at that pun, you have to like the video. You're required to like the video if you laughed at that pun. Shame on you. It's a terrible Star Trek pun. It doesn't faze me. Oh my goodness. Cisco. Oh my goodness. I need to go back and watch more of Deep Space Nine. I saw more of The Next Generation growing up as a kid. I I did not see enough of Deep Space Nine. That's something I need to maybe do this summer. Today, I don't know. Probably a little bit of I'm always 4. Always 4. That's for sure. But today wasn't a bad day. Maybe a bit of a 9 there today. Today was a good day, right? Oof. My rules of sci-fi number 6: in a sci-fi TV series, you need some comic relief. Can't be a years-long drag through pain and frustration. That's what real life is for. Well, I mean, you have to have your characters go through some pain and frustration. They have to. You have to give them satisfaction at some point. but they cannot. I don't know. I get it. Some authors really torture their characters, and there are some readers who can't handle that. But you know, they have to go through something. They have to go through something, and it has to get worse. Characters are not sympathetic unless they experience some sort of pain, because people, generally speaking, um, it's actually very hard for them to sympathize with other human beings, in particular fictional characters. So I have found that you have to just treat your main character like hot garbage, and then they will like them, right? You have to do all sorts of things to them in order to make them likable. Oh, Andy Circus. Whoa, let's not make that too big there. Sci-fi is when Andy Serkis is a creepy, deformed, bald creature, and fantasy is when Andy Serkis is a creepy, deformed, bald creature. They picked the right guy. They picked the right guy for the job. Phenomenal actor, and just the way he's able to bring. I mean, this is all CGI, right? Those little dots on their face, right? Essentially, with both of these characters, impressive. Aspiring science fiction writer. What my friends think I do? I don't know that my friends think I do that. I don't know. What my mother thinks I do. What society thinks I do. I think that's actually accurate for a lot of sci-fi authors. What literary fiction people think I do. Oh, literary fiction. Oh. Yeah, literary fiction authors are a little hoity-toity sometimes. Not all of them, but some of them can be. I don't like making blanket statements. So I'm not talking about all literary fiction authors. But yeah, they have sometimes a superiority complex. What I think I do? Oh, absolutely. That's me. This is me right there. That is me writing my books. I am amazing. Right? It's funny because I know it's not true. And what I really do, this is not me though. That's not me. I don't struggle with writer's block personally, and I think that's because of the way that I plan my writing. Once I started planning what I was writing, writer's block virtually went away. So I don't think a lot of these are personally accurate for me. I may be an atypical science fiction writer because I, um, you know, not particularly a computer guy. Um, not really into cosplay myself either. Like, I don't know how to program anything. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that stuff. I never figured that out. Never particularly interested in it either. And so how I got into writing sci-fi is maybe a little different path than a lot of other authors. I would say for sure. A different path. Most definitely. But yeah, no, I don't rip my hair out trying to get the words out. In fact, today I wrote 5,000 words with relative ease. It was not too tricky for me today. So that's why today was a good day, because I was in a flow state and everything was going pretty good. So that made me happy. That made me happy today that I got all those words out. It was nice. But is that the end? Yep, that's the end. Okay. So now that we've gotten some fun out of the way, we have to get down to business. How am I going to do this? Okay. Let's screen one. One second. Yep, it does that every time. Why does it do that? Why would I want to change the window that I'm yeah. Okay. Oh well. Here we are. So today, first thing we got to do is get our words in from today. Let's copy and paste those in. We can grab those here pretty easily. Oh, wow. Okay, so this first chapter, let's put this guy in here. It's actually more than I thought it was going to be. It was almost 2,700 words. Now, granted, there's some of these notes. I always put these notes in the bottom so I remember what the heck I'm doing. So I got to delete those. So that was 20. Let's see. Oh, did I? Oh, no. Okay, good. I reset it. So that is our goal. That's where we're at. And now the second chapter I wrote today. I had some fun characters that I was working with today. So it made it very easy. Oh, almost 5,200 words. Well, there you go. Made it very easy to get this done. So all in all, a good writing day. A pretty good writing day, if I do say so myself. And on the docket, got quite a few things on the docket. We need to do some editing for Dark Horse. We are doing a consistency edit. This is what we're doing right now in Dark Horse. That's where we are at. And so what that means is we go through and we look at all the comments that I made. And we look at consistency and fix that. So there are some things I know need some fixing. Let's see this. What is that? That's literally what the character said. What is that? There were no contacts on the radar when they first jumped in. Sure. Okay, detail and transit. This is going to be in the descriptive edit. That's what that is. That's what that is. Yeah, there were no contacts on the radar, so that's kind of a good point. Had it really been 22 years? Yes, I don't know. I don't know that I need to say that. I don't know why I have this comment here. Since the Exodus? Why would I even care? Like, I don't need to come out and say that, do I? That just seems odd that I would have to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. Needs a name. Yeah, no, he gets a name. Oh. I don't know that he needs a name. Does he need a name? Problem is, he doesn't show up again for quite some like if he is going to show up, it's going to be a long time from now. I don't know that he needs. I don't know. Let's change that color. Whoops. What do I got going on here? There we go. I don't know. We'll leave that. We'll turn that green just because I'll touch on it later. The Exodus. We are capitalizing the Exodus, aren't we? Wait a minute. The whites of my eyes can go through this. That's kind of crazy. I think we're capitalizing Exodus, if I'm not mistaken. So we can do a find Exodus, match the case. This is how books get edited, folks. This is what next. How many are there? Yeah, it's always the Exodus. So we'll replace all. And that is 4. Whoops. My formatting mode. We've got to do this here. That's fine. Oh. Fine. There we go. Okay. That makes me feel better. Yep. The Exodus. We got that. Really wish I didn't have to highlight it twice, but that's going to be there. It was a feeling. Okay, that's descriptive. The door. The door of the hopper hissed as it cracked open. It swung vertically with a smoothness. It swung open. Hadn't witnessed in some time. With a smoothness, Karis hadn't. Because I get what I'm saying here. It's been a while since they've had new ships, but it really hasn't been that long. The hopper's on Intrepid. That's this here. This is consistency, is what this is right here. This is definitely consistency. You know, can it be a brighter orange? Whoa, it's too bright. There, that's a better orange. He hadn't. It's just with a smoothness. With a smoothness. With smoothness. With a smoothness. It's funny because earlier I was saying that I don't get mad at the keyboard and now here I am, because it's editing that's maybe the more troublesome part. Hoppers on Intrepid were the same old ones they'd had 20 years ago, 22 years ago. 2. It might have been repaired and maintained, but there was nothing like a brand new hopper. Those were the kind of things you recognized with time. Smoothness at Karis had become unfamiliar with. I like that a little better. Nothing like a brand new hopper. There we go. Okay, we dropped that. Oh, wow. Dressed in black. Yeah. Whoa. All right, folks. I have to step away for a second. So I'll be right back. Do I have a thing I can? I'll be I have returned. Now I'm unmuted. Oh boy. I have my setup on a big rolling coffee table. It's nice because I can push it away and so forth really easily. Ooh. But it is just a little bit of a pain.
I have returned. No.
Oh. And yes, that was my phone because I was monitoring the stream on my phone as I left. Okay. All right. I'm sure everybody missed me. Everybody who's watching missed me, I'm sure, very, very much. Back to the action. Oh. That's better. Okay. So this is just a bad introduction for these characters. Very bad introduction. Oh man. It's like this chapter almost needs a rewrite. Almost. I really don't want to rewrite it. I really don't want to rewrite it. Oh. This is okay. Out of the hopper, the fleet admiral was worth protecting. Okay. All right. So a few Marines filed out of the hopper dressed in black. Well, they were dressed in black. It's like black body armor. It's not just like a black uniform. A few Marines filed out of the hopper dressed in black. After them, here, let's move that out of the way. They were followed shortly. They were followed by two towering figures clad in black plate armor from head to toe. The Jotnar super soldiers that had been made by the Grachon and perfected by man. Their helmets obscured their faces, showing only a red visor, a glowing red visor, where their helmets obscured their faces. Only a glowing red visor where their eyes would be we can drop only a glowing red visor, a glowing their helmets obscure their faces, a glowing red visor. What? Their visors are red. Oh, hey, my wife is flirting with me. My wife is flirting with me. Thank you, honey. I missed it. I missed it at first. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I got distracted there. Got distracted. Admittedly. A glowing, their helmets obscured their faces, a glowing red visor where their eyes would be. What other detail did we have here? They were the elite. Of the elite. They were clad in body armor, biotech enhancement, state-of-art weaponry. Faces obscured by angular helmets gleaming. Blah. The fleet admiral was worth protecting. There we go. Okay, I think that's a lot better. We reworded that pretty well, which is good. These characters, they're space marines, essentially. Super. So think like the main inspiration, if I'm being honest, is Halo. I played a lot of Halo as a kid, so that's the main inspiration for these guys. But they're pretty special, and they're gonna get a lot of focus and emphasis in some of the projects I'm working on. I'm actually working, and this is why you tune into the channel, because you find out this stuff if you watch the live streams, because not a lot of people watch these videos. So I feel like I can say pretty much anything here. And so you just get all the secret behind the scenes stuff here, right? That I wouldn't just openly mention anywhere else. And that is that these guys are going to get their own series. And I'm working on that currently. I have a prequel story that's written, and we might actually edit some of it tonight. Probably just like basic spell check, right? And get that out of the way so we can go to some beta readers, go to the beta reading phase, give a free book away to people. That'd be fun to do this week. I wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be kind of nice. And yep. Sorry. My wife keeps texting me. I wonder what she keeps texting me about. Honey, if you're watching, just comment on the video. she's she did make me a little flustered, just a little bit. Oh boy. Yes. See, this is when you live stream and your wife comes in and flirts with you. It's not really. It's a recipe for disaster, folks. Don't leave, though. Don't leave. Okay, let's get down to business, though. Okay, so the yeah, okay, this is descriptive here, so we will change the color of that. We're not doing descriptive edits right now. We are doing consistency edits. Itching to get a slice of cake. They were children on their birthday. Who? Itching to get a slice of. That's an interesting way to phrase it. Itching and cake in the same sentence. That's the things I write. I don't know how. Oh, itching and cake should not be in the same sentence together. Oh my gosh, that's special right there. Yeah, we don't need to. Oh, that does need to be rewarded. That belongs. That's a descriptive edit, though. That's what that is. Whoops, got to jump around here a little bit. For them, it was a monumental occasion, no doubt. It's descriptive. The Jotnar at the look to the Jotnar Jotaner Giving them a signal. I'll say the signal. Soldiers cleared the way just by walking out into the hall. We'll just call them super soldiers again. That's what they are. Her company of Marines? Yep. It's the pair of Jotnar. Because when I first wrote this, I didn't know what to call them, and then I discovered what I was going to call them later on, and so that's why I'm going back and adding this, because this is chapter 1. Descriptive edit. Oh, this is actually a description of her. That's why I've got that there. Okay, cool. What's this? The Exodus. Oh, yeah, we fixed that. I got to change the color, though, because, you know... it shouldn't be about the election. The election already happened. Here is another consistency thing. This is about the president-elect, isn't it? Oh, crap. Yikes. Okay, so... And this is funny because he is part of the Admiralty. This is just weird. It is sort of. Karis laughed. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. That's weak. Sort of. What? Are we not supporting the free elections anymore? I don't know. We'll see. Let me tinker with this here and see how it goes. The Admiralty has been supporting the elections. We are returning to democracy. Oh, this is what he said. We'll delete that, of course. We always have been. It was high time that people had their voices heard. Military shouldn't have had to make the decisions we made. We chose who lived and died. It only happened because it had to happen. There was no other choice. I always put too many ellipses. Ellipsi? What's the plural of ellipsis? This is going to haunt me now. There was no other choice. So you're still fully in support of the election. The thing is, what am I doing here? The election's already happened. The president-elect, then? What is it, ma'am? I'm confused. It's not that the elections are being called off or undermined in any way. Well, they just happen. See, this is why I do the consistency edit, because when I first wrote this, it's not that the election is being... she shouldn't be this... man, this hurts. Yeah, this is what we need to get to. This is what we need to get to. All the rest of this. There we go. Yes, ma'am. And I gladly would again. Not questioning your pride, Karis. You've been loyal. Everybody knows that. You've always been in a place of honor you deserved. Yeah, we'll just drop that. Throat. Yeah, she's not running. She's not running. You're going to be in his cabinet. And this comment here. Yeah, we have to leave that. That's fine. And that, in fact, that's even better that we leave it because it's consistent. Isn't the path I thought I'd go down either, but I have a role to play in this filling here. But Karis stood there while she over-explained herself to him. He clapped his heels together so that I will serve in whatever post you put me in, man. That should be a paragraph. I'm glad Saron deserves a fleet admiral as worthy as you are. This is a little fluffy, I gotta admit. I'm glad. Yep. What did I do? Let's see here. Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll just delete that. It's gone. See, this is how I get rid of my problems. I just delete them. Like that. Like that. It's gone. And I don't have to worry about fixing those words because they're gone. In fact, that's how I fix those words. Does anyone else in the Admiralty know? You're the first soul I've told. I mean, with the campaign managers and the like. The campaign managers, these would be... I met with the what? President-elect, obviously. And some other members of the administration, ones who get those things done. Some convinced me to make some of whom, but no one knows I've committed to it yet. And I had to hear from you first. You're the last piece of the puzzle. Okay. I'll be able to command the fleet from the Intrepid, ma'am. I wasn't able to pull it off. So I don't know. I like this. So it's going to be blue. So this is a backstory element. I keep these notes around because I go and I look at them later. And here we are. We are at the end of chapter 1. So that was eventful. Oh, Nikes. Oh, man. That was a spider on my arm. That's freaky. You never want to feel that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Of all the times. Really? Right now? Oh goodness. And now I'm going to be sitting here paranoid that it's right over here. There's some other stuff here. I need to. Okay, I'm on a mission now. This is a good reason to procrastinate. I was attacked by a spider. You know what? That actually could save my life. I'm going to keep that on me. It's really sad that I don't think anybody's witnessing this right now, but you know, it is what it is. We're just going to move this. What is that even? Move that over there. Get that out of the way. Okay. Where are you? You eight-legged bastard. Where are you? Oh my gosh. Okay. Cables. I'm going to spend more of the stream hunting down this spider than I am going to be actually editing, right? Oh, goodness. Okay. Not there. I bet it's on the floor. Oh, man. It gets really cool down here. So in the summer, all the spiders just come down to the basement. All of them. And I work in the basement, so that makes it lots of fun. Okay, is it behind this thing? First of all, let's get that out of the way. That thing out of the way. I'm basically rearranging my whole situation here. Oh, boy. Damn it. Well, I'm not going to rip up the whole couch in the middle of a live stream. Or am I? Oh. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to be looking up on Amazon right now. Yep. They make this stuff called Muffet's Revenge. Indoor and outdoor spider killer. After the experience I just had, yes, I will be buying some of that. Man. Or traps, a spider trap. Do those work? Do those even work? That's a good question. Ooh, see, it's not like I feel it. It came up over my shoulder while I was here on stream and then crawled down my arm. Why me? Oh boy. Yeah, that's just like a sticky trap. I would catch other bugs too, which is interesting, I suppose. I don't know, do they work though? We're currently on Amazon right now. It's not on the stream, folks, but I was just attacked by a spider on stream. It was traumatizing. And let's see what the reviews on these spider traps are. Ability to catch. Okay, Amazon says customers like the performance value and ease of use. For example, they mention it works great, is easy to set up, and is worth the money. That said, options are mixed, or opinions are mixed on ability to catch and stickiness. Okay. I'm unconvinced. I'm not convinced. Free delivery tomorrow. It's half a gallon, $20. We'll see. We'll see. That was not fun, though. I do not want to relive that. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we've got a bunch of comments in here that are still good to go. I think, so we have characters. We have Karis. Okay, so we need to find Karis, and we will ignore the case. Next. And we will add a comment. I cannot. No. And this needs to be red. Right. And then next. This is not effective. This is not effective. So here we have characters in this chapter, and that would be Karis, Abby, Jotnar. That's pretty much it. Because we're going to come in later and fill in their character description. Whoa, okay, this is a chapter. Oh, this is a doozy of a chapter too. Whoa. Okay. This is red. Yeah, this is consistency. Red. Yeah, that's red. Oops. Yeah, we'll look at that one. The crowd. Yeah, this is consistency. Okay, fair enough. Young woman, brown skinned. Okay. Oh, yes, that's what that is. But not pudgy. Why do I have that? What's that? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lots of consistency here. What are we talking about? This is for later. Yeah. Same thing. Okay. So we got quite a few orange comments here to go through. Again, orange comments only. The red ones are on the next pass. She'd endured. We're talking about Malor. His meddling ways. When endured enough of his, it's not his meddling ways. He's a very his personality clashes with Kaz because he's a very exact person. And Kaz isn't so much worried about that. She'd endured enough of his meddling ways. I'll track him down, Your Majesty. Endured enough of his overbearing nature. Overbearing, maybe enough of his she'd endured enough of his what? Enough of his what? He's a hard ass. He's, by the letter. He's very, very much a knocking things over. Enough of his let's see, where are we here? I don't even know that I like that. She had endured enough of his what are we doing? Cool. Stern, huffy, assumptive, presumptuous, disdainful, none of that. Overcoming, mastering. That's a different. Sometimes it's tough to find the right words. Not overbearing. He's just exact or kind of stubborn. Voracious. Proper. Letter perfect. I like that. Letter perfect. Attitude for a lifetime. I can roll with that. Wise choice. Baylor merely nodded. Okay, she's getting all. Yeah, they clash. Had maybe this is a little too harsh though. Had little patience left for his words. Okay. The crowd just appeared out of nowhere. What's this? Okay. Do we have a crowd? Can I resize this? I cannot. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I did. I did, didn't I? I done screwed it up. That's what I did. Oof. Huh. Okay.
Mueller bowed. I apologize, Your Majesty. Indeed, I misspoke. He straightened, twitched his mustache. Yet still, when he becomes emperor, there will be lessons, valuable lessons, that he must have learned. I did not rear emperors in my past life, Your Majesty. You know this, but I oversaw the rearing of barons and dukes. Royalty nonetheless. There is a burden to ruling, as I'm sure you are aware. Kaz ignored him for a moment, turning her attention back to the great hall of the palace. It was a peculiar room, carved from stone like the throne she sat on. She hadn't built it. They had no idea who did. When they discovered their new homeward on the other side of the portal, the palace was already there, waiting for them. Lights were buried into the stonework of the walls and the ceiling, glowing a warm yellow color that mimicked sunlight in the most uncanny way. And at the far end of the hall was a large pair of doors, which slid into recesses in the thick walls, allowing the great hall to open up to an audience like no Messav ruler had ever addressed before. I will make sure Kataner is ready for his rule, Kaz muttered, just as I have guided Messav, Vey, Zorak, and all the rest. Do not doubt me, Mueller, I do not. Kaz huffed. Have I failed us in the last 22 years? Have I led us all to our destruction? No, Your Majesty, indeed. My rule has been peaceful, serene even. Neither Nebuchadnezzar nor his predecessors could say they did any better. She was getting flushed with anger, and that brought out her Vey dialect. She had learned to hide it over the years, for the sake of avoiding ridicule. The Empress of Messav had to be taken seriously after all, but with Mueller she didn't care as much. You volunteered when the time came, when Kataner was born, and for that, maybe I owe you one. But do not try to interfere in how the boy is raised. He is my son. Mueller merely nodded. A wise choice, as Kaz had little patience left for his words. From the other end of the great hall at the entrance, a banner was raised. It was the banner of Messav, purple with the six-pointed star prominently displayed. The crowd cleared around it, revealing a train of well-dressed diplomats and bureaucrats. They began marching across the great hall toward the throne, steadily and patiently. Before long, Kaz was able to catch a glimpse of the last one in the train, a young woman, bronze-skinned, strong-looking. Her arms.
Okay. This is fine. I don't see a need to change that. Monolith. Yeah, every time we say palace. Okay. Yep. Yeah, he is not very promiscuous, actually. I changed that about his character. Whoa. Yep. The last few months. So Kaz is an interesting character. We'll leave it at that. Yes, this should be my lady. Right? Because that's what he says. And this is the same thing. I think that's it for consistency on this chapter. Yep, this is a character fact. Wording. Oh, I mean, that's the word I've used before. He is... What is he? Yeah, he shouldn't be a major. He is not a major. He is not a major. He could be sergeant major. I think we made him a lieutenant. LT. That shiprat. What do you mean repetition? Show up. Sometimes I leave notes that make no sense to me. Jumbo, this is a character tag here. You describe that character. Torpedoes. Is this technically consistency? Okay, let me see. We're going to have to go look at all of this next. What? What? Really? Okay. Missiles. Is that? Okay, then. Whoops. It's way too much. Way too much. Okay, so torpedoes. Okay. It's a description about the freighter. Say the White Star. Yeah, this one's tricky. This is consistency related, but it's almost descriptive. It needs more. It's good to see you. Okay. Moving right along. And if we get through this, wow, it's 4,000 words. I forgot how dense this chapter was. Oh boy. This is another one that might need some reworking. When's our release date? Okay. Let's see. Trying to get an idea of how much time I've got to figure this whole thing out. So the release date is March 9th, which means I have until the 5th. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Okay. I feel a little better now. 4 weeks. I can do 4 weeks. So basically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which needs to be written, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 chapters. Okay, 20 chapters that need to be edited about 2 or 3 times through in 4 weeks. Okay, not bad. So I know what I've got to do now. We've got a number there. So this is chapter 5, and it's going to be a doozy. So okay. So that means if I get 5 chapters a night, okay, that should be good. Okay, this one's gonna take a while. Oh, that's the chapter. That's the chapter. I'm just not going to read this one aloud, and YouTube won't know. YouTube won't know if I don't read it aloud. The planet caused. This is fine. Maybe that's a descriptive note I left for myself to look at. Even more so. Even more so to her. To bet her. Oh. with exclusivity. I think we were going to keep this, actually. We decided to keep it. And that is fine. I think we will... let me actually put this here. Confirmed. Caden is exclusive to M. This is a romance. Prior to this. They were round and hazel. That's her eyes. So that's actually it's a character note. My phone gonna die? No. He knew not to bring it up. This is a backstory note. Yeah. She would call him by his name. Didn't. That's a word. Okay. To bear my firstborn. Got a character descriptive. Yes, Kaz calls him Caden. This is a consistency note. The brunch. That's fine. Why did I have a problem with this? Yeah, I know it's sarcasm. Why? Sometimes I leave notes for myself and like, why did I leave this note for myself? I didn't need to leave this note for myself. I know what this means. It's obviously sarcastic, but I felt the need to tell myself this was sarcastic for some reason. Apparently. But he refers to himself as Caden. The narrator. Who his mother was? What she was. Yep, no, this is good. This is a consistency note, or really a character note, so that's blue. We'll keep that around as blue. Okay. Betrothed. You're newly betrothed. Yep. What's this? I deleted that. Another one. Another woman. You didn't know how disastrous it would be if you sired a child through another woman? Well, at least you're being careful. Yeah. Yep, no, that's fine. It's fine. Studded. Studded. Shuddered. She shuddered. That's what that was supposed to be. It didn't really bang. And then I guess we could say relative. Guard made earlier. Then this time softer than when Gar had stopped by earlier. Yeah, I mean, it gets explained. Okay. There's a character description. We'll hang on to that. No, they are not supposed to be blue. They were emerald green in the last chapter, right? Two emerald gems that were faceted into her perfect face. Yes. Brilliant shade of green. I'll leave it there for emphasis. A girl with robotic parts. Was she a robot with the body of a girl? Yeah, that does sound bad. We'll fix that we'll fix that one in post. Do not come closer. A rooting twang. This probably got auto-corrected by my phone. A rooting twang. A booming twang. A booming twang? Don't come closer, she shouted. A robotic twang? Robotic. I think that's what it was. Metallic? Robotic? Yeah, it was rooting. Is rooting robotic. Okay. That's what it was. Our eyes turned from yellow to red. When did they turn yellow? But when did they turn yellow? That's what I want to know. Both of her eyes glowing yellow. Now glowing yellow. Yeah, her eyes changed color. Could scarcely hear it. That could be described better. Okay, let's do a quick spell check. Good. In fact, let's do a quick spell check here on all this. Learn. We'll skip that one because these are all names that might change, so I'm not going to remember them or have my computer remember them. Liena. Okay, that's it. Okay, just those names. Good deal. Good deal. That spider gave me some. I can feel it. I can still feel it now on my back. Why? Why? Oh, well, okay. I did promise that. Let's do that real quick. This line editing. This is Did I line edit most of this already? I don't think I did. Okay, I need to change to a second revision mode. Find next. Hellscape. Is that a word? Yes. That's a word. Learn that. Karambit. I thought I fixed this. That is... Ooh, Karambit is a brand. No. Let's look it up on Wikipedia. Karambit, spelled with an A or an E, either one, or even a U, is a small Indonesian curved knife resembling a claw associated with the Minangkabau people of West Sumatra. Minangkabau. The karambit is one of the weapons commonly used in pencak silat and Filipino martial arts. So, yep, karambit is the correct spelling. Rodana, yep, that's a planet name. Exogeography, we decided that was a real thing. Cami. I mean, that's a name. This is other things. That's other things. Ryaz, that's a name. Let me make sure that's not a weird thing. Sure. What is this? Okay, that's a... I mean, it's just a... Maybe we change this. It's an executive decision there that has to happen. Next. Oh, what? Right? We should be looking at all the... I'm not finding here. This is just... Ryer? Where that's a name. Do I want to do this with Ryer or how do I want to spell it? Because Ryer with a GH is kind of neat, but like, I don't know. Okay, this is good. Not a whole lot of misspellings here. It's probably going to be a lot of stuff that gets caught. Praetor. Darn it. Come on, isn't that one word? No, it's not. Okay. The Jotun. That's a word. She's the only one. Humvee. Humvee. That's a Humvee. That's how that word is spelled. How does it not know this? Learn. Replace. That's a name. My next. Iron Fist. Change. I'm not sold on that entirely there yet. Yes. And that's full circle. Okay. We made it all the way through. We made it all the way through. Cool. Cool. Okay, what we're going to do now, we have spell check. Let's find all of the brackets. Next. City name. The city name. Okay. Let's number of. Okay. There's an easy way to find this. I have to go to probably here. Find fingers. In her fingers. Abby's fingers. Cursive. Her neck wrists. Between her fingers. Snapped her fingers. With his fingers. With his fingers. Between her fingers. The fingers fidgeting. One leg was over the edge, his fingers. He felt the hot sand in his fingers. Undulated the fingers of his outstretched hand. Yeah, how many? Her fingers. He moved his fingers. Fit her fingers inside. Zebulun's fingers. His fingers moving across. It felt like silk in his fingers. Snapped his fingers, and the ship jumped. fingers. I know this got fixed because this is the first draft in here, and I know this got fixed, but that's hilarious. Okay, I'm curious. 3 fingers. 4 fingers on each hand. Fingers. Yep. I don't know that I ever specified how many fingers they have. They would have. And maybe this is why I didn't know. This is why I didn't know. Pair of hands. Rough and a pair of claw-like. They're not claw-like. They're like a pair of what? Like hands. What kind of hands are they? Its skin was black, rough, and jagged like it was made of stone. A pair of hands. Pair of, we'll say, large hands. Grabbed hold. Yep, that'll do. Next. See his hoof-like feet. Let's turn this into just a comment. Praetor's name. This is a consistency. Say the ruined capital. I think that pretty much, oops. This is a consistency. Note. So is this. Cool. We need a name. Is this where that comes up? Okay. This is ready to go to beta readers. So, I think what we'll do is export. And we compile. Today is the 8th. I'd show this in a second. It's in the wrong window. Shoot. It's not in the correct place. Oop. New. You know what? Import. We go to our files. Let's find this here. Oh, it did it again. So we are getting this reader magnet out to beta readers ASAP. Let's see. We want section title, subtitle, chapter 1 subtitle, chapter 1 section title. I think that's what we want. Compile, export, place. Import. Hey! Here we go. I like that. Okay. Chapter 5. Why is this a chapter? Oh, it doesn't have a name. I didn't name chapter 5. I didn't give it a name. What should we call this chapter? What to name a chapter? Survive. I think that's a good name for the chapter. That sounds good. Okay, so we've got all that good to go. Now we just need to change the title page information. We'll have to, subtitle I'm going to have to work on. This is prequel. We'll just call this that. The ebook cover. Oh, crap. Hey, you know what? We can show this, right? Let me hop over to Chrome. Oh, I need a new Chrome window. Whoa. We drag that over here. Drag it over there. Canva. That's a different sort of thing. Let's go there. Where are my book covers? Oops. Not what I wanted. Well, here, it's not in here either, is it? Is it? Did I put it in here? I did. Okay. Let's go with a. We'll share this. Okay. So this is the image we are working with. For now. And this is an AI generated image. It's a placeholder until I get something from my cover artist. So we'll put the name up here. And it should be, oops, all capital letters. There we go. I like to put my name at the top. Some authors put it at the bottom. I put mine at the top. That's just the way I do it. I don't know why. The title at the bottom just makes sense to me. We'll pick a different color for that. And the title. Yotnar. Probably make that a little bigger. And the Villagers font. Rough or grunge? I like the grunge. Let's see. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. It's got kind of that rough look to it. And we'll make this rather large. Ooh. How does that look like if we zoom out? And we need a different color here from the image. I want to see from this photo. I'm working with a lot of different photos. It won't find me this one, apparently. Red. It's red, though. It's a red of some sort. Ugh. That's a little bit of a gross red. Don't want it to be too dark. because obviously it's not going to show up. Here we go. Kind of this. There. That's not bad. We lift. An outline is going to... maybe. What if we go with kind of a light gray and then we make that outline super thin? I'm gonna duplicate that so I can come back on it. And a glow. No. 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 Okay. Maybe we just go with white. Maybe white is good enough. The one other thing I like about Canva here is I can edit this photo and magic edit. Oh, no, I got to zoom in again. I don't know that it's going to be able to. I need to make the brush size pretty small. Because I say that the visor is red. A visor color red glowing. See how it does it. Eee. Please work. Please, AI gods. Okay, that's not. It's not great. It's really not great. This is supposed to be the helmet, which it made a pretty symmetrical image, which I like. It is definitely not perfect, though, which is why I will hire my cover artist to make something a million times better. This font is so big. And I don't know what to do with it. This color, yeah, black, it's not going to go. It's not. Yellow is a no-go. That light gray isn't bad. I think, honestly, what it needs is a texture. And there's probably some way to do that in Canva. I just don't know. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. All right, if I do like a rough metallic texture, yeah. Yeah, something like that, but with the text. So how do you do that? There's got to be a way, right? There's got to be a way. Let me look it up real quick. I don't think that answers my question. Okay, so there are letter frames. Some very limited options for letter frames. The thing is, I know I can do this. In fact, I know I have I have something like this somewhere. Oh, here's where I have it. Didn't work. Why didn't it work? Oh. Okay, well, actually, I have a solution to that. An invisible shape. And then I come back over to Canva and paste. There it is. Orangish red. That works for me. That works for me for now. And let's download this one. I downloaded it as the wrong file type. Because of course I did. And let's go with a JPEG. You can never have too many versions of a file on your hard drive. Right? Okay. Okay. Then we go about making this thing a reality. Where did Vellum go? We can upload our cover now. Works for me. Title page, Jotnar, contents. So we need a disclaimer. Element, uncategorized. How did I do this before? Everybody's got a groove every now and then. Oh, I need to go to bed. All right, we're gonna call it there. It was a boring end of the stream. I'm sorry to all the people who weren't watching me. I'm tired. I'm tired, but we got a lot done, so that's good. Thought I could get this thing ready to go before I called it a day, but that's all right. I don't think I'm gonna. No, that's fine. So we will end the stream with a yawn. Good day.